Miss Prendergast, kindly stop dithering. If you have anything to say, please just say.
It's
As you
very
know, we have an
urgent.
extremely busy day ahead of us.
Yes, you want
A great deal to do before the market opens. So if you wish to consult me about anything of a personal nature, kindly do so later.
Something's happened to your daughter.
Well, I can't be made responsible for everything. Oh, what? Who? Gwen?
Mrs. Bentley telephoned. Will you return at once?
Well, why didn't you say so once instead of dithering? Look, you better phone Mrs. Bentley at once. Tell her I'm leaving the office right away, and I expect to catch the bus arriving at the corner of Acacia Avenue at 10:21. Now, don't forget. What's the matter with Gwen? Nothing serious, is it?
Oh, it isn't Gwen, dear. It's Pat.
Pat, why? Is she ill?
No, dear.
Left her husband?
No, dear.
Is she unhappy?
No, dear.
Does she want anything?
Yes, dear.
How much?
£500.
Oh.
After all, John, dear, it might have been so much worse. She might have married a man who knocked her about.
Oh, I see. So I'm supposed to regard my daughter's marriage as highly successful merely because she hasn't got a black eye. Good heavens, have you been shipwrecked?
Oh, John, dear, that's not a very nice welcome.
But why is she dressed like a morbid fisherman?
Because Peter, her husband, is an existentialist, dear. They have a flat on the Boulevard Saint-Germain. And on the Boulevard Saint-Germain, all existentialists dress like morbid fishermen. Well, really, I thought everybody knew that.
Oh, how do you know?
Pat just told me. John, dear, aren't you going to kiss your daughter?
Hmm? Put that down at once. Now then, how did you get that black eye?
A French aristocrat hit her with a bottle.
Oh, well, I'm happy to know she's meeting some nice people. Now, look here. If this ghastly husband of yours is in financial difficulty, why couldn't he have had the guts to come and ask me for that money himself?
He couldn't get away, dear.
Oh, nonsense. He could have telephoned.
At the moment, he doesn't happen to be on the telephone.
Well, all right. He could have written, sent a telegram, and honor. He obviously prefers to be gallivanting about in Paris.
He isn't gallivanting about in Paris. He's in prison.
What?
John, dear, do take things calmly. We don't want you to have a stroke.
This is no time to discuss my blood pressure. I thought you told me Pat's husband was an established playwright.
He is, dear. It's just that he hasn't been established long enough.
He's 50 years ahead of his time.
But not, I gather, with the rent.
I might have known. You don't like Peter. You don't appreciate his hidden talents.
I'm a stockbroker, not a Geiger counter.
You couldn't appreciate him any more than you could appreciate a symphony by Picasso or a painting by Puccini or anything that hasn't anything to do with your money-grabbing old stock exchange. I suppose you think it's ridiculous that Peter doesn't paint his pictures for money.
Not at all. As long as I keep my health and strength, why should he?
I'll never forgive you for that. As long as I live. Never. Never. Never.
Darling.
Ah, pleasant little interlude. Quite like old times, wasn't it?
Oh, have a whiskey.
No, thanks. Yes, please.